Collective, hey there, Melissa here to do a timeless love reading. This is for any placement, any sign, just whoever felt drawn to the reading. I'm going to be looking at your energy, their energy, and then a potential outcome as well as an overarching energy. Let's get after it. So the energy you bring to this connection that you have in mind is the Judgment card. Guys, anything you need to know about me you can find either in the About section of my channel or in the description box below. And if you aren't already, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you resonate with my style. And like the video if you, in fact, enjoy it. Alright, so the person you have in mind is the Page of Pentacles. Ooh, the outcome is the Ten of Pentacles. And we do have the Death card. Okay. Can you see this? Death card. As the overarching energy, it's a major arcana, and then you have the Strength card there as well. So a major arcana in the overarching energy of a love connection always signifies a deep spiritual connection. With the Death card, it feels like something maybe from your past, okay? But that doesn't have to be the case for everybody, but we will check everything out. You could be a Scorpio very strongly, or you could be dealing with one. Leo is also here, and any earth sign. Alright, so the Judgment card in your energy is about, you're going through an awakening right now, okay? This is about kind of, I don't want to say rewiring, it's kind of just like when the divine kind of gives you this, they kind of rip the veil right off your view, okay? So you're starting to see things more clearly or as they are instead of as we've kind of been taught that they are. The Page of Pentacles is your person. It does seem like the Page of Pentacles is about communication, and we'll see what clarifies it, because it can be a few different things, but we'll get more. The Ten of Pentacles, obviously, we all know and love. It's our favorite card, right? It's about kind of like all the things that you ever, at least material-wise, had ever hoped for, okay? Things are starting to come in, or they're going to be coming in. It's kind of like, I feel like with the Death card, this is about a transformation, usually an unwelcomed change in your life that brings on a transformation that was needed. And again, without that Death card or a situation in your life that would signify, or that the Death card would signify, it's a situation that you wouldn't have probably, how do I say this? You wouldn't have gone for it because you were comfortable or stagnant, I guess. Stagnant is what I'm getting, but you might have been somewhat comfortable where you were, not necessarily happy, just we are we're creatures of habit and we don't love change. So traditionally speaking, the Death card is a situation that was brought on by the divine, a divine orchestration or a divine intervention, because you have some things that are waiting for you here in your future. With the Lovers card and the Judgment card, the Two of Pentacles, and then that Strength card did come up. Wow, just first of all, who the hell are you? You could be a Gemini, a Leo, or a Scorpio, or any fire sign, I think. Wow, look at all that power, you guys. I've gotten this before in a reading. It's like this transformation that's happening. It's almost like it's asking you to make this choice. To really go with the things that are for you, the things that are calling your soul to it. Is one of the biggest tests you'll ever go through in this lifetime, and one of the toughest, because again, with the change thing, we're not necessarily interested in a lot of change, especially if we have a comfortable life. Again, that doesn't mean happy life. That means just like things weren't really amiss necessarily. So I feel like you're going back and forth on this decision, whether you want to, it's like you know that things are changing, you're seeing things differently, but it's like you're not sure if you want to go that way or not. It's like the red or the blue pill, okay? That's what I'm getting right now. So you're not sure if you want to take the red pill or the blue pill, if you want to stay in the Matrix, or if you want to see this is actually, in the Matrix, it looks better, right? I don't think that's the case in the real world, where, you know, what we call the Matrix, kind of the facade, or all the conditioning and things that go on. I think the real world is actually much better. It's not all dark like on, whatever the Matrix. Oh my God, you guys, I was gonna say, I don't know what movie that is. So, I know what's going on with you is that I feel like you had stability with your life and taking whatever risk this is. I don't necessarily feel that this is this love connection that's going to be a risk for you. It looks like a lovely connection. I feel like you're taking a risk in kind of starting to release yourself from the matrix. Oh my God, that's just what we're going to talk about this whole reading here. And it is a bit uncomfortable at first because you don't have any guarantees. You know, when you go for things from the ego, and this is, you know, what the Strength card indicates for me, it's about taming the ego, taming the beast. It's about the spirit, taming the ego. We have both. And back in the day, all they really lived from was their third dimensional human. And now we are evolving spiritually, and we are, you know, kind of shifting into more of a fifth dimensional existence. That, you know, being said, there's still many more third dimensional people, or, you know, people that, so when I say third dimensional, I mean people that like to see things, okay? They don't like to go on hunches. They don't like to go with their gut feeling or their intuition. I want a solid plan. I want this answer. I want to know if I'm going to do this, I'm going to get that. When you're going for your things from your spirit, you don't get that sort of a guarantee. And it is a tough decision. I see you having a hard time making that decision. Whatever it is in your life, if it is this love connection, but I'm getting more that it's, you know, maybe giving up a really good job to follow your heart or your soul, or maybe you give up a really good job to kind of, maybe you need to, you know, maybe this person is at a distance from you. I'm not really getting a distance, but that could be something as well. So with the Page of Pentacles, the Two of Cups, the Ace of Wands, and the Page of Cups. This is about communication. There's two pages, those are messengers. The Two of Cups is about just a really equal partnership, kind of meeting halfway, if you will. A really, like a perfect match, kind of, the kind of person that's going to finish your sentences and things like that. And I feel like it's also stating that this person has really connected to their spirit as well. Had to go through the same kind of thing where you're making this decision to go for things that maybe aren't very practical, but you know damn well they're going to fulfill you. And then, but you're like, it'll fulfill me if it works out, right? If it makes me broke and whatever, then it's not fulfilling. Well, the divine wants you to take that risk, okay? To honor yourself. And not have your decisions be based on egotistical things like money. And I know we need money to live, you guys. I'm not unrealistic per se, but we have been very conditioned to put way too high of an emphasis on money. I like it and I want it. Don't get me wrong. I'm not a fucking. I'm not a square. I'm not like living under a rock. Okay, people think that because I give the, you know, whatever the messages that come through are. Now sometimes you know, people are always like, well, I'm not going to take advice from them. They're not doing it or whatever. It's like never be a fool. Okay, never. Reject good advice just because that person wasn't able to take it themselves, okay? Weird stuff coming through. So the Two of Cups into the Ace of Wands is this person has made the choice. I'm going to follow my heart. It does bring you into this youthful energy with the two pages. I feel like they are feeling very free-spirited at this time. And very inspired at this time as well, because I think they made this choice. I do think that they probably had, you know, a while back, a hard time making this choice like you did, or you are. But because they made the choice without any guarantees, they're starting to come into this very, it's just kind of, it is youthful is what the, you know, when somebody's useful, it's really about, they're not conditioned by the ego anymore or controlled by the ego anymore, okay? They're not worried about what they look like to other people, or they're not going to let fear stop them. They kind of know that everything is possible in this world, and that we've been very lied to about, oh, what the hell, guys? Very lied to about, you know, I don't know if lied to is the right, let me just give you, you know, the reason why it's a conditioning is because it supports a society or, you know, a government, a society. It keeps it kind of well-rounded and functioning on a very kind of balanced is what I'm getting, okay? But what it doesn't really do is feed anybody's soul, okay? Living that practical life, and I'm not telling everybody to go quit their jobs and live on the fucking land, although I think that's where we're headed in several years. But I am saying that we were never supposed to be living a life that was conducive to other people, okay? It's supposed to be conducive to us. And we are supposed to be happy. That's real. We're not supposed to be working so hard we don't have time to... It's like we're working so hard to have nice things that we don't even get to use with our family, that we never get to see. But what's coming in the future, and what I think both of you are striving for, maybe you have children, maybe this is somebody new and you're going to have children with the Ten of Pentacles out here. So it's saying this is what the life that you're having a hard time choosing, and I'm saying as soon as you choose it and go for it, you will start to see and reap the rewards of that risk, okay? You do not take a risk from the spirit that isn't paid in some way. Again, I like to tell people because people are confused about what we want, right? Like, what's gonna make me happy? I know money it'll be nice to have it. You know, we know it can't make us happy if we're miserable people, but it is nice to have. So what makes us happy? Fulfillment, okay? Fulfillment is what we're actually all striving for. And we may not really, on the third dimensional level, know exactly what's truly going to fulfill us. There are things, like I said, that fulfilled them, let's go do that. Well, guess what? That's not what your soul's being called to. So it's not fulfilling for you. And I think, again, you guys are both starting to live the life that you love instead of the life that looks good on paper. You know, everybody is like, wow, Scorpio, Gemini, Leo, whoever you are, collective is, you know, is a really well-rounded, look how successful they are. They work 92 hours a week and they get their little $2,000 in money every single month, and you know, they have the nice car, but they pay $500 a month for it, and they pay interest on that, and all this crazy shit, right? We have been conditioned to think that that is what makes us a functioning member of society, and it is. But what I don't think is good is that I just don't think we should have a society, okay? I'm sorry, that sounds weird. But I just don't think society and societal standards are all about controlling the whole entire collective to kind of, again, benefit the top bracket, which if you're there, great. And I'm not telling anybody to leave the top bracket, but I will say that that top bracket of people aren't happy. They're not fulfilled. That's why they're desperately trying to control everything and everyone. When you're fulfilled and happy, you don't give up what anybody else is doing. That's not your business. You're minding your own. You're too busy enjoying your own shit. So in the outcome here, you have the Ten of Pentacles, the Seven of Wands, the Three of Swords, and the Six of Pentacles. It's about coming into a spot in your life. I'm going to go kind of up this way, and it looks like I said, this Six of Pentacles is about knowing your own worth, not accepting anything less than that anymore, which is exactly what I've been talking about this whole time. When you start to go for things from the spirit, you start to build this strength in your spirit, and you start to really honor yourself, and it really makes you fulfilled. That's how we fulfill ourselves, is just by trusting the shit that's coming through our own damn heads. Well, when we've been suppressing these things for, you know, our entire lives because, well, that's not how it's done, so my idea is weird or stupid or whatever it is, then we start to feel suppressed, or we don't know why we're so damn frustrated or why this void is here, right? Usually, and sometimes it's trauma that needs healing, but a lot of times what will help heal that trauma, we all know I love crying, or honoring your damn self. Whatever thoughts are coming through your head, baby, if you have it, if you can dream it, you can achieve it. And that's real, because we actually don't dream up things unless you're looking at somebody else's life trying to have that life. That's not the kind of dreams God will help you fulfill. But the kind of dreams God will help you fulfill are the ones that come through your head. Now again, that could be absolutely anything, whatever it is you feel called to do. I've met people that do the strangest. And how did you start building statues on your property, and then just, you know, statues made out of buttons or whatever? And now that's what they do, is they show people these sculptures they made, and they live, that's how they live their life. That's how they make their money. And they absolutely love what they do because they're doing what they were called to do. Nobody else makes sculptures out of buttons and shows everybody, you know. So the Divine is asking you to really honor yourself at this time. Again, I think your person is, and I don't know if you know them or not yet. It looks like, in either case, with the potential outcome, the Three of Swords is, I'm getting here, is that it's asking you, in order to not have the Three of Swords in the outcome here, is to really stand for what you believe in, okay? Nobody else maybe is going to believe in it. I'm going to gather this person will. And that's how you'll meet your soulmate, or whatever you want to call it, your life partner, is by fulfilling, you know, the purposes, the calls that you're called to. That's how they're going to recognize their match, is if you're doing the things that you're being called to do, okay? So The Six of Pentacles, again, is about you knowing your own worth. The Seven of Wands is about this is how you get to know your own worth, by standing your ground, firmly. You don't have to be aggressive with it. You don't have to stab people with a wand or anything like that. But doing what you believe in and what you love because you want to do it, not because anybody else told you to, is how you're going to come into a place of the Six of Pentacles where you're no longer going to be accepting breadcrumbs, and the Ten of Pentacles where everything that you ever dreamt of comes in. Because again, we can't get to all of our blessings. This is the silliest analogy that comes in every time, but it's like when God writes your name on all your gifts or your blessings, and you're living the life, maybe your name is Johnny and you're living Pete's life, right? The life that Pete did, and he was successful at it, so you went for Pete's life. Well, Johnny's name is on all of these blessings, and you don't get to those blessings unless you're being Johnny, okay? Weird stuff, you guys. I love you so much. I do feel like you're in the middle of a really large transformation, and it is a process. I'm getting the Temperance card here. You're tempering it out, okay? Lemuria, it says, creating heaven on earth. It's happening. Oh my God, you guys, what a beautiful card for this reading. That's how we create our heaven on earth, this Ten of Pentacles. Again, I'm not telling everybody they're going to be filthy rich. Not everybody wants to be, and especially when you're following your spirit, you'll notice those third dimensional desires will dissipate over time. Again, money is nice to have, but it's not going to be the front runner of all the things that, when you're, it's like you can live in a cottage with the love of your life on the land and, spend a lot of time out in nature. That's going to be just as satisfying to you, more satisfying to you as the third dimensional desires that you had previously. So yeah, creating heaven on earth. It's happening. I love it, you guys. I will see you very soon. And don't forget to like, subscribe. Mwah.